Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin. A delight to have him on board.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Things really are sizzling here in Milan. The San Siro provides the perfect backdrop to the excitement which will follow.
Well, we're on the way. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
I really like the look of this guy, Foden, who to me is a player who has a bit of everything. An eye for goal, quick feet, great vision, and a willingness to take on his defensive duties when required. Although he's probably best deployed out on the right, where his best attacks seem to emanate.
He would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Guardiola takes control of it and he's on the move.
Mbappe for Conte. And it's Koundé looking for a runner. Guardiola makes the interception. Ruben Dias knocks it into space. Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. Fair to say, I think a cautious start from both teams.
And he's being shifted off it. Great vision. Shoots!
It's really well cleared.
Reinders.
Marmoush.
It's a pretty loose pass.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Marmoush.
Now it's Haaland. So we're still where we started right now. Reinders. Matheus Nunes. Reinders providing an outlet on that flank. And it's Bernardo Silva.
Foden.
Threads one in.
That'll be a corner.
And we have our very first corner.
And it's been taken short.
Now it's Reinders. Can he get it through?
There's no flag.
And this is Bernardo Silva.
Oh, that's nice.
Koundé defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
Well, the box was just so congested there, Peter. There was absolutely no space to work with.
Haaland! Cleared without complication. Bernardo Silva. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. He knew what was coming. That's a yellow card. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range.
He's got to have a go at this, and it looks straightforward.
Marmoush! Oh, smart save. He had plenty to do.
Absolutely terrific. Terrific reflexes. Goalkeeping at its very best.
And it's been played through. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Ake. Rodri. And it's Nunez. Some good work on the right flank here. It's Bernardo Silva. And it's Rodri. Here's Rodri. Now, can they get him away? And the shot! It's their second corner of the game. Reinders with the short one. Reinders. Matheus Nunes goes for a shot! Oh, a very decent attempt. Hernandez gets over and intercepts. Ambitious ball here. Neatly clipped into space.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Referee's given a throw. Matheus Nunes. Matheus Nunes carries the ball down the right. Camavinga does well to get it back. And it's Conte. He's going for goal! He's done very well to get to that.
Conte is offering a wry smile there. Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
And he thumps it clear. And now they can spring out of defence.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Tries to pass it through. Foden. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time. That gets things going for the second half. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. Guardiola. And here's Foden. And Reinders. And it's Bernardo Silva. Great ball, and he's in here. Well, now it's a race for the ball. And now the breakaway. Hernandez looking to get on the end of this.
France clearly are trying to mix things up here, keeping their opponents guessing.
That has found him in acres of space. Up he goes! Oh, should really have made more of that.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
And he gets rid in a hurry. And it's Rodri. Well, that pass surprised everyone, and not in a good way. And now a sudden chance to counter. And that was nowhere near his best. Donnarumma punts it upfield. Well, that pass isn't the best. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Camavinga. They're trying everything to subdue him here.
Yeah, what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Nicely weighted ball. Thuram. He's got away. Shot could be on. And the finish! Oh, taken with style. And finally, he has breathed life into the game. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 8.
France choosing to make the first change.
Il numero 26.
France
Il
have
numero
fired
24.
themselves in front.
Look, you can't deny that it's a blow, but this game is far from unsalvageable.
He's a sharp little ball here. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Vardiol. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, it's a natural instinct to defend when ahead, but it's too early for them to settle into that practice just now.
Nice sequence of passes, this. Aimed beyond the defence. Vardiol looking to hit the byline here.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Tries to play it through.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
No, that's been intercepted. Pass just lacking in accuracy. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And claimed it back swiftly. Bernardo Silva. 75 minutes played.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals.
Ruben Dias kept his eye on it, and he's there. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Matches Nunes, cuts out the pass. Dembele going face-to-face with his great rival. And it's Koundé. Looking to play him in.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Camavinga. Hernandez. Skims one in. Cleared without hesitation.
Well, it's probably safe to say now, Peter, that it's going to be all about game management from here.
Ake gets across to intercept that. And it's Bernardo Silva. Koundé.
Ci sarà un minuto
So
di
just
recupero.
one extra minute for stoppages. Oh, that's well spotted. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Relief, finally. Now at last they can enjoy the taste of victory. Fingernails bitten to the quick, but they have got over the line. Quite. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be.
I'm Peter Drury, and providing analysis and expert opinion alongside me will be Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I say a big hello to everyone.
Things really are sizzling here in Milan. The San Siro provides the perfect backdrop to the excitement which will follow.
And already we're underway here.
Oh no, no circumventing this opponent.
Oh, it's Kante. Floated through. And this is Dembele. Dembele's delivery.
Oh, how that cross missed everyone is an absolute mystery to me. It warranted a finishing touch.
Not the best distribution from the keeper. Oh, that is a nice touch.
Dembele, and the shot! He scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early. Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Well, that looks a decent ball.
There they go, hunting again.
Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Oh, it's Kante. Mbappe. Oh, he's caught him there, it's a free kick.
Yeah, it would seem a little too far out, and this will probably be a dink far post.
Denied by a great piece of goalkeeping.
Absolutely terrific, terrific reflexes, goalkeeping at its very best.
First quarter of an hour gone.
Reinders. Looking for a runner. That is good alertness. And it's Hernandez.
Oh, it's a searing run. He is a man on a mission. A header! Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Well, the referee's pulled play back and has booked him for the original offence.
France leading here thanks to that early goal.
And the score is 1-0.
Konate. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Oh, Red, nice interception. A vicious ball here.
And this is Dembele. Back into the middle. Can he finish? And it's hoisted clear.
And that should get the job done. Haaland.
Marmouche thinks one through. Nicely worked. That's the keeper's ball. And they're not going to make any further progress now.
Hernandez. Looking for the run. Spread neatly. Turan picks it up out wide. Oh, that's neat. Can he get it through? Hernandez. Nice interception, well timed. Foden. And it's Bernardo Silva. Distributed tidily. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Konate. Hernandez. It's Camavinga. It's Hernandez.
France can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
That is a great pick out. Poor robust challenge. And it's skewed away. And it's Rodri. Can he get on the end of this? And a chance! Now, who's going to be first? Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. That's a corner kick. And we have our very first corner. Reinders goes short, showing good feet. And the chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Corner number 2 then. They've played it short. Vardiol receives it in a good position here. Oh, this looks sharp. France have the chance to go the other way. No, that was never going to make it.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Nicely aimed pass. This looks promising. Strong challenge. That could leave a mark. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
I think on the whole the team linked up very well and has been organised, hence their position. They can afford to be a little braver with the ball, I think, something they'll be told many times, I'm sure, during the interval.
France go in at half-time with a slender 1-goal lead. Oh, what a climb! And he hits the net! They are right back in business!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and led it perfectly.
France choosing to make the first change.
Yeah, they're looking for some imagination, and his job's going to be to add that element of craft and guile, the man pulling the strings.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
And that has left him in a heap. Vardiol. Foden. Here's Rodri. Bernardo Silva. And it's Rodri. Tries to pass it through. Aims beyond the defence. It's a mighty effort! Goal! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
That has been cut short. Vardiol. He's picked his way through. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent, it's almost personal, and it had to be.
L'affluenza di quest'oggi è di
Pretty loose pass.
80.314 spettatori.
Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Oh, it's Dembele. Guardiola cuts out the pass. France are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Driving on and making good progress.
Foul and a free kick in a very dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card.
Players have gathered round and they are clearly concerned. Well, there may be some scope for debate over the seriousness of the offence, but none over its repercussions. They'll have to see out the rest of the game with 10 men.
Mbappe considers his options.
The keeper is ultra busy in trying to just get everything in order.
Attenzione, un cambio.
That was travelling.
Guardiola, who does have an assist to his name. Guardiola, nice bit of trickery. And that's gone behind for a goal kick. France are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Conte tries to play it through. Threads one in. Rabiot proves just a little bit too strong.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
They're coming again and again.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
It's Rabiot! They want to be quick to recover this. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. He's got away. Foden. Nice control. Well, he's a tricky customer, but he slams the door shut.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Out towards the flank. And that's been drilled in. And he's quick to get it clear again. And he's quick to snatch it back. And here's Mbappe. And the shot! He has done it! Again, we are level. What
What a contest!
Wow, this is so good. I mean, seriously good. They're putting on quite a show here for us.
What a moment of brilliance. Control and perfect accuracy.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 25. Viene sostituito con il numero 26. Cambio di giocatori.
The pressing's intense and it's paid off. Still anyone's game this. One moment can decide it.
Listen, the fans haven't given up on this by any means. They still believe it can be won. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And that is expertly dealt with. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And it's Kovacic.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di
Fourth
recupero.
official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time.
He's in a great position here. He's found a way through. Goes for the shot!
Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he? Well, they've got to get everyone forward, and maybe even the keeper.
And he gets rid in a hurry. Now, can they get him away? There's no flag. Marmouche. That's that, the end.
A good watch, more than a good watch actually, certainly from a sporting perspective. It lacks winner, of course, but the crowd largely satisfied.
How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game, despite it being anticlimactic.
Well, what a sight this is. A beautiful evening and the promise of a match that will really get the juices flowing.
I'm Peter Drury, and this is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Unmistakably, the San Siro, this most distinctive of structures. 80,000 it holds. If you're just joining us, we are already underway. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Well, Peter, I'm a real fan of this guy, Ruben Dias. Portugal do have the reputation, not just of producing great wingers, but great centre-halves too. And I see him as the latest in line. OK, he can be quite conservative, and he won't wow you with inch-perfect long-range passes, but he's incredibly solid.
I wonder whether that has anything to do with you being a defender once upon a time, Jim.
Threads one in. Can he latch on to this?
Traumeri, can he get it through?
Oh, easy pickings there. He steps in, and that's the end of that.
It has been a rather gentle affair so far. Foden.
Vardiol. And it's Reinders. Probing pass.
Quarter of an hour played.
Tries to pass it through.
It's an inviting looking ball, that.
That ball looks a good one. Haaland receives it in a good position here. He has found the way through.
And he's there to clear it.
Oh, what has happened here?
Forward tracking back like that, always appreciated by the crowd.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties. Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go.
And this is Foden! Just off target.
Yeah, it's good movement though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Koundé. Dembele is onto it in a flash. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. That has not gone well. Matheus Nunes. Here's Rodri.
Bernardo Silva.
Rodri. Now it's Haaland. Nicely shaped ball. Mignon breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball.
Haaland really has the confidence and skill to be able to hold the ball up like that until support arrives a little sooner, and just maybe there he overdid it slightly and should have released it because the support was arriving quickly.
Camavinga. Koundé. Not getting too much time on the ball here. That is good pressing.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Dembele. Well, I'm not
sure how the stats look in terms of expected goals, but nothing actual has materialised so far. Distributed tidily, and that could set him on his way. And the shot! And he's done it!
Well, players of his stature just live for moments like that. Another really important contribution as we near half-time, and it can make such an impact on each mindset.
So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now and the other has to tone it down.
Foden. Now, can they get him away? Well, nicely intercepted. And that'll be the final action of the first half. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
And the action is back on the way.
France can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
Dembele was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Marmouche, Guardiol, and he's found chance, surely! He's scored! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. And that really is so impressive.
I'm not making any apologies, but I was willing him to supply the finish, and he came up trumps.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, with this kind of authority, Peter, why not push on and totally kill this off?
Reinders tries a cross.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
And this is Marmouche. And he's quick to snatch it back.
There's no doubt it's a long way back, but they can at least give us something to believe the gap might be closed.
Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Rodri. And it's Reinders. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Good read, needed to be. Do it. It's Camavinga. Driving on and making good progress. He's on it, can he get away? Hernandez showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Ruben Dias. Bernardo Silva. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Big chance! Oh, and that is really good tenacity.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero
Size really
24.
matters, and it's time
Numero
to
6.
make it matter now.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 10, il numero 14, cambio di giocatori.
Oh, what a climb! No, not the best of headers. Guardiola looking understandably energised after his goal. France do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Dembele being hunted in packs.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. It's played through for him. And the finish! They've done it! A momentary lapse, mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Well, there's a real...
Oh, shooting chance! A wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, that was certainly impressive, Peter. Great run, just a shame the finish let him down.
Sostituzione per la Francia. Numero 25.
We have got changes here from both sides, in fact.
Numero 12.
Hernandez
Attenzione, un
with the
cambio.
clearance. France have, after this, one further opportunity to make a substitution. Kovacic looking to run onto it. Well, he's seen that early, used a certain sixth sense.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Played into space. Oh, he's done very well to take that back. Looking for the run. Dembele. France must do something here, and very quickly.
Look, their path is set. They have to take risks in every situation now.
Hernandez. Tries to play it through.
France really can only do one thing now, Peter. Get the ball up front, make sure it sticks, and sustain some pressure.
He's a sharp little ball here. Mbappe gets into a good position.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Ci saranno 3 minuti
Keep
di
the ball
recupero.
and you win the game. It really is that simple. Kovacic.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Rodri.
And Cherki.
Now it's Foden.
That's going in strongly.
Little doubt, that is a foul. And he's going to have his name taken. Well, this is worrying. He is not the sort of player who tends to stay down. Cherki. And that is that. France were involved in a great game here, unpredictable in so many ways, but in the end they fell just short. Effort unrewarded. Your reflections then, Jim?
France definitely struggled to get going. That was sensed by their support early on, and it just compounded the frustration.
My thanks to Jim. We both wish you a very good evening.